Black Raider News.
Hey Black Raiders, it's Dom Dagnall here. Wanted to catch up with some of our student athletes. First, we wanted to congratulate Andrew for being the first ever in Winslow High School soccer's history to score 100 goals. And along with that, we wanted to congratulate Jason. Even though in a shortened COVID year, he has already reached the 1,000-point club in basketball. I want to send out a big congratulations to them both.
Oh, you don't.
Thanks, Tom.
Back to you guys.
Hey Black Raiders, it's Morgan. I don't know if you've had the opportunity to experience what's going on, but there's math happening in the halls of Winslow High School. Mr. Davidson has been taking the opportunity to use the tiles outside the cafeteria to take use of the building's built-in graph. Let's check it out.
Planning. Where are we going to start with for the top equation?
Add 2 on the y.
The y-axis, okay? So come take this pen. Okay? And Ronnie, when we start at 2 on the y-axis, what are we going to do after that?
Go up 1 and then over 2.
Which way?
Right.
Why?
It's positive.
Because it's positive, and the rise over run, right? So rise is positive 1, so we go up 1. Run is positive 2, so we always go right 2 for positive. So what I want you to do is I want you to take this other end, and we're going to graph out a few points. Let's do the slope for this equation.
Okay.
So what are you going to do?
Go up 1, go up 1, 4.
Okay? So take this end and go to the next. No, where's the slope? Remember, what's the slope? Up 1 over how many? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Look at this graph!
Hey Black Raiders, I'm Miles for Black Raider News. It's coming on holiday season, and down in this end of the building, that means Christmas concerts. So, coming next week, we have the high school band, the junior high band, the modern band, and the jazz band performing a Christmas concert right here in the auditorium on Monday the 19th at 6:15 p.m. And on Tuesday, we have the junior high chorus and the high school chorus performing here as well at 7 p.m. Admission is free, so I hope to see you there.
Black Raiders, I'm Dom here for Black Raider News. In cooperation with the Jackson Lab program called Teaching Genome Generation, Mrs. Pierce's biology classes have been testing the TAS genes to see if they like the taste of bitter things on a genetic level. They extracted DNA from their own saliva, processed the samples, putting them through a PCR process, and fingerprinted the DNA onto gels to check the results. You have to see this.
Take a look what you're doing. We are working on a much smaller level today, and you are going to be looking for a very, very tiny pellet that is most likely going to be smaller than the head of a pin. And trying to preserve that, and that is your DNA. And that's what we have 2 new machines that you're going to use today. This one is called a vortexer. Fancy name for it mixes things. Our little UFO looking thing here is a centrifuge. A centrifuge is a high spinning machine, so it's not just for mixing, it's to spin things and essentially separate them into density levels. Now don't disturb it, don't tip your tube around. Look in the bottom, do you see any kind of pellet? You see some little white blobish in the bottom. So what do we have to do to a cell? You gotta break open the cell to get to the nucleus, right? And then what do you have to do to the nucleus? You gotta break open the nucleus. So what do you think might be in that pellet besides bacteria and other spit things? Cell parts. Like where's your cell membrane? Where's your nuclear membrane, right? You spun it at 13,000 revolutions per minute. It probably didn't hold together, right? So you broke things open so that we can get to the DNA. Hold it up towards the light. It's not the easiest thing to find.
Oh, wait.
Looking for a speck. Looking for a speck. Yes, no?
Oh.
Anybody see a speck?
Yeah. Mine's pretty big.
Might be on the side. Our big fancy machine over here is a PCR machine. It's actually called a thermal cycler. In terms of using it, it just has its lid. It doesn't open like a UFO. You have to open it yourself. And then there are metal holes in here where your little tiny tubes will fit in. And then you close this and this thing gets really hot because it gets up to 94 degrees Celsius. Think about how hot that is. Okay, so it has to have sort of a heat protection on it. So that means the DNA is getting pulled towards the positive electrodes. If you watch the wells, you'll start to see sort of a shadow emerge out of the wells into the gels, and that's your DNA.
Based on our results, I am a homozygous dominant taster. These are my bands. And these are mine, and I'm a homozygous recessive non-taster.
Whoa! Hold up! You can't roll the credits yet. We didn't even talk about admitting today. I am pleased to report that on November 22nd, UMaine, Husson, Thomas, KVCC, UMF, UMA were all here at Winslow High School and gave on-the-spot admission decisions to our students. In total, 61 of 101 Winslow High School seniors were scheduled for 117 total appointments for application review. We are pleased to report that 100% of the students who participated were accepted to one or more colleges on that day. As a result of their commitment to academics while they've been at Winslow High School, these students were given a grand total of $2,038,000 in merit money at their respective schools. Congratulations to all 61 seniors that participated on that day. Now, you can roll the credits.